Those are tough pitches to take with 2 strikes on you. Swings. Hard hit ball to short. Here's Meyer. Over to Swaim, and they got him. 2 down. Hard hit ball, but right at Scott Meyer. And he deals over to Bill Swaim at first for the out. 2 down. And Jerry Smith, the batter, he grounded into a fielder's choice back in the first and was left stranded at second. Takes a strike. That pitch is inside. 1-1. Swung on, line in the left field, a base hit. So Jerry Smith is on for the second time this game, and that is the 3rd hit, or make that the 4th hit for Buckeye Oil. And that will bring up Scott Donaldson, the big left fielder. He walked in the first. He'll take a strike. Next pitch by Perry is high. 1-1. Swung on, fly ball in the left center field. Gruber making the call and makes the catch to end the inning. For Buckeye Oil in the 3rd, no runs. They had 1 hit and they leave 1. And after 2.5 is News and Sun 2. Buckeye for the News and Sun, it will be the designated hitter, Delvin Harshaw, and then back to the top of the order with Jim Gruber and Jim DeLong. Harshaw's first at bat. Left-handed hitter. Takes a strike. The 0-1. Strike 2. So Harshaw in the hole at 0-2. Line drive, base hit in the center field. So Harshaw with the 2-strike pitch promptly lines a single in the center, and he's on for Jim Gruber, who singled and scored in the first. As in that first inning, News and Sun opened up the game with 3 consecutive base hits, had 5 for the inning, scored 2 runs, and had a 3rd one wiped out on a throw home at the plate. Gruber takes a strike. Swings, grounds it into the hole in the left, a base hit. And the News and Sun opens up the 3rd with their first 2 men on. They scored 2 in the first, and then in the second they went down on 3 batters. They had a hit, but a double play wiped that out. And then they open up the 3rd with back-to-back hits, and here's Jim DeLong. He singled and scored in the first also. Takes a ball. It's 2-1. News and Sun lead, but are threatening here in the 3rd. Line drive, right field. Arthur makes the catch. Going for 3rd is Harshaw. There will be no play. And holding at first is Gruber. So now Harshaw is at 3rd. Gruber at first, 1 out. And Jim Gray, the batter, he singled to drive in a run. And then later was thrown out at the plate. He takes the ball. Ball he hit was off the base of the fence out in deep right center field. Here's a fly ball. Left center, Stump coming hard. Cannot make the play. And on the score is Harshaw. And it's 3-1. Ball did not go as far as I expected it to. Stump had a long run as they respected the power of Jim Gray. And that happens a lot when the big hitters are up. Here's Scott Meyer. He flied out to left his first time up. It's a hard shot foul off the 3rd base coach. So that is the 2nd RBI for Jim Gray. As Buckeye Oil finds themselves somewhat of a jam here in the 3rd. They trail 3-1, and with 1 out here in the 3rd inning, 2 are on. Here's a line shot caught nicely by Wall, and there will be no throw, but a fine play by Tom Wall to take a base hit away from Scott Meyer. 2 down. And that will bring up Jeff Ferris. He singled in a run in the first inning. That ball was hit like a rocket, and Wall went quickly to his right and made the play. Here's a smash to third, and off the third baseman Smith. Coming home to score will be Gruber. Coming home to score maybe is Gray. He is safe at the plate. Fine play by Jim Gray. Coming to score all the way from first base on a hard hit ball by Jeff Ferris. Ferris will get a hit on the play. We'll give him third base on the throws home. As Gruber and Gray both score to make it now 5-1 News and Sun. And bring up Bill Swain. Fly ball in the right center field. There's Smith, and there's the third out. But a productive inning for the News and Sun. They scored 3 runs on 4 hits. They leave 1, and after 3, it's the Springfield News and Sun 5, Buckeye Oil 1. The 4th inning for Buckeye Oil will be Ron Lloyd, Von Arthur, and Kevin Sisler. And they need some runs, trailing by 4. And they have to win this game to force a final game. News and Sun wins this over with. Line drive, base hit in the left. And that's the first hit for Lloyd, who had flied out his first time up, but he's on now. And that's the 5th hit for Buckeye Oil. It will bring up Von Arthur. He flied to left center his first time up. Swings a fly ball in the left field. There's Donaldson. He has it, 1 out. Buckeye Oil really has not been able to hit that ball hard on Perry, except for the double by Wall. He has really kept them off balance. Here's Sisler. He flied to right center his first time up. Takes a strike. Fly ball, right center field. There's DeLong, and there's 2 outs. As Perry continues to mystify the Buckeye Oil squad. Here's Tom Wall. He has probably hit the hardest ball, Perry, in this game. He hit a double down the left field line back in the 2nd inning and has scored the only run for Buckeye Oil. Fly ball left. There's Donaldson, and there's 3 outs. So after a leadoff single by Lloyd, Buckeye Oil goes down in order. And after 3.5, it's News and Sun 5 and Buckeye Oil 1. Bottom of the 4th for the News and Suns, it will be Roy Mars, Kenny Green, and Vern Wilder. Substitution for Buckeye Oil. Rick Tobin is now in to catch. Kevin Sisler will be in right field, and Von Arthur will take a seat. Mars flied to left his first time up. Some delay here, and as you can hear, there is a breeze, and the wind is blowing out towards left. Okay, we're now set, and here's Mars. And here's McGinnis's pitch, taken short for a ball. Ball 2 inside. There's a strike, 2-1. Here's a fly ball in the deep left center field. Going back and making the catch is Dave Stump. Mars gave it a ride, but again, the ball held up long enough for Stump to get back in, get underneath it for the first out. We'll bring up Kenny Green. He singled and was erased on a double play back in the 2nd. Popped up, shortstop, I'll make that third baseman Smith stepping in front of Wall to make the catch. 2 down. As Vern Wilder will step in, he hit a hard ground ball to third base that Smith turned into a 5-4-3 double play. Another ball as McGinnis, quick pitching, is 3-0 and has walked Wilder on 4 straight pitches. First walk given up by McGinnis. Walks are very rare in slow pitch softball. You'll see 1 or 2, but not really many walks in slow pitch. Here's Perry. He flied to left center his first time up. But now, as I say that, McGinnis has lost the plate. There's a strike. It's 2-1 on Ray Perry. It's another ball, 3-1. There's a strike. Count is full. Ground ball short. Here's Wall to Drow. Drow bare hands the ball at second base for the fourth. Oh, my. And that's the inning for the News and Sun. No runs. No hits, they leave 1 after 4. The News and Sun 5, Buckeye Oil 1. Go to top of the 5th inning for Buckeye Oil. It will be the barehanded wonder, Bobby Drow. Taking a strike. Drow singled in the only run for Buckeye Oil back in the 2nd. And he singles again here in the 5th. And that will bring up Mike McGinnis, the pitcher. As Drow is now 2 for 2. Substitutions for News and Sun. Rodney Rayleigh will be behind the plate, taking the place of Vern Wilder. Here's McGinnis. He hit into a fielder's choice to end the 2nd inning. And takes a strike. Line drive caught by Meyer over the first. Double play. Fine play by Scott Meyer. And a catch Drow off of first as he gunned it over to Swaim, and there's 2 outs. Second double play turned by the News and Sun. And that, folks, was the big one. Or excuse me, first double play turned by the News and Sun. Each team now has 1. Here's Dave Stump. He has grounded to short and fly to center. Line foul at third. Swung on, fly ball to left. Going back is Gray. Still going back, he makes the catch, 2 in the inning. No runs, a hit, none left. And after 4.5, it's the News and Sun 5, Buckeye Oil 1. Bottom of the 5th for the News and Sun, Delvin Harshaw, Jim Gruber, and Jim DeLong. Harshaw started the 3rd inning rally, which saw the News and Sun score 3 times with a base hit. He later scored on a single by Jim Gray. He takes a strike. Harshaw, the designated hitter. Lines a base hit in the right field. And Harshaw is 2 for 2. Wonder why they have him a designated hitter. He can sure swing the bat. He's on for the 2nd time. This will bring up Gruber. He's 2 for 2 and has scored twice. Singled in the bottom of the 1st and scored. Singled in the bottom of the 3rd and scored. As the News and Sun lineup with Harshaw at the bottom and Gruber and DeLong at the top of the order, they have done the damage to Buckeye Oil. There's a strike. Line up the middle, base hit. On the 2nd, and right there is Harshaw, and Gruber is 3 for 3. And that will bring up DeLong. He singled and scored in the 1st, flied out to right field in the 3rd inning. But again, the News and Sun threatening. Ground ball, base hit in the right on the rounding third, but holding is Harshaw. Good throw by Kevin Sisler from right field. But now, the News and Sun, a major threat going here in the fifth. Bases loaded, nobody out for Jim Gray. He's 2 for 2 and 2 RBIs. He has also scored a run and also was thrown out at the plate, attempting to score back in the first inning. But right now, the News and Sun threatening to put Buckeye Oil in big trouble. The ground ball through the glove of Drow in the right field, a base hit. On the score is Harshaw. On the score is Gruber. On the third is DeLong. And it is now 7-1, News and Sun. As Gray hit a shot, Drow could not get the glove down in time. And that plates 2 runs, and Jim Gray now has 4 RBIs for this game. Here's Meyer. He hits a fly ball in the deep right center field off the fence. That will score a run. On the second is Meyer. On the third is Gray. And the News and Sun are putting nails in the coffin here in the fifth. As a long double off the right center field fence by Scott Meyer. Plates another run. Makes it 8-1. And there's still nobody out here in the fifth inning. Here's Ferris. He has 3 RBIs. It's a fly ball. Back in the right center field. Smith will make the catch. A run will score. On the third is Meyer. And it's 9-1. A sacrifice fly for Jeff Ferris. And that will give him 4 RBIs on the game. So Gray and Ferris each with 4 RBIs. Meyer with an RBI.